I have no idea what made these holes. Strange. The truck Kim and I followed. It's locked. Long way down. Let's see what that sign says. Wow, 2 crash landings in one day. Bad karma. Ah well, 2 crashes and no casualties. That's something. Although I dropped some of my gear. Never mind. Let's get out of here.
Paddock? Fenton, can you hear me?
Kim? Damn it, didn't I tell you to wait?
Oh, stop playing the hero. It doesn't suit you. Of course, I could always just leave you here and go back.
No. Just make sure nobody sees you.
Don't fret. What's it look like down there? Can you climb back up?
Not through the tunnel. I've slid down about 10 meters. But there are some passages here.
Shh, be quiet.
Kim? Kimmy? Is everything okay?
Yep, coast clear. I'll take a look around up here. There must be something we can get you back up with.
Okay, but be careful.
Always. It's not doing much good here, so I'll just take it with me. There's all kinds of rubbish in this crate. Let's see if I can find something useful in all this. I'll take a paper with me. If I need more, I'll know where to find them. If Fenton fell down 10 meters or more, this rope will never reach him. Maybe he could use it down there. I'm about to throw you a rope, Fenton. But don't worry, I have no intention of tying you down. Fancy some light reading, Paddock? Watch it, Fenton! If this hits you in the face, you won't get any uglier, but you can still lose a few brain cells. Duck! Watch out! You might want to back up a bit. I wonder if I can work out what made these holes. Now I know. Those are smoldering cigar butts melting into the snow. cigar butt is mine. Watch your head down there!
No idea where this leads. The tunnel I slid down. Thank goodness I didn't fall down there. Some of my things weren't so lucky. I'll grab a few smaller chunks of ice, just in case I come across any fine bourbons on my travels. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see where this leads. This place looks familiar. Of course, as an expert scout, orientation is one of many survival skills I possess, which means I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm going round in circles. I felt a draft at one stage, so there's got to be another route out. I'll light the burner. It's certainly not my favourite flavour, but it's burning. Okay, so if I just stand here and watch which way the smoke goes... Bingo! It's drifting down the left-hand passage. Ugh, this place smells like Gus's house. I must be right under the camp. The Germans tossed their rubbish into this cave. I can see the light. Ha! Always wanted to say that. There's a thin layer of ice covering most of the crevasse, but I can still feel the draft. Hey, a pocket knife. Of course, all the blades are broken off. Why on earth wouldn't they be? I should have known. Oh well, the corkscrew's still in one piece. Someone had their priorities right. A pot with matching lid. There's a big hole in the middle of the lid. It looks like the lid used to have a handle, but it's broken off. I'll put some lumps of ice in the pot. Okay, let's stick the lid onto the pot. Let's see what I can carve out. Not much, as it turns out, but I've used the corkscrew to pull out the knot. Okay, I've stuck the wood chip into the hole in the lid. I'll put a few pages up here between the scraps of wood. Building rubble, wood scraps, and other rubbish. Nothing useful. Aside from that, most of it's frozen. The newspapers are burning. Let's hope the rest of it catches. Still, it should manage to melt the ice, provided I've got a few years to kill. Oh wait, I'm on a top priority secret mission. I need a new plan. Let's see what happens next. The practical side of physics isn't bad. The wooden bullet thing went straight through the ceiling of ice. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Hot! My word, a grappling hook. I am so resourceful. Aim well. That must be the tent we saw from above. I hope our guy's okay. Leftover ammunition inside. Let's see if I can use any of this. Well, on the plus side, there's a grenade here. On the downside, it's most likely a dud. I shouldn't go any further. The guy over there might see me, and then fun time's over. Locked. Judging by the engine noise and the smell, there are diesel generators in this shed. Looks like he's repairing the truck. The generator motor sucks in air through this opening. The water would cause a short circuit. Sounds promising.
Ah, Mensch, what's happened now? Must be the generator.
What now? You can't stay in there forever.
Hey, now what's wrong? Hello? Hilfe! Can anyone hear me out there? Something's blocking the door. Hello?
Good thing the generator in the other hut's loud enough to drown out his shouting. It won't budge. The lid seems to be jammed.
Okay, I'll ask you again. How did the monk and your lieutenant escape the monastery? Which secret passage did they use? We can go on like this for days. I have hundreds of these records, and you seem to enjoy the music. Or surely you would object. If it's still too quiet, I'd be happy to turn up the volume.
My word, it's Thomas. Thomas Finch. He's an officer in Richard's unit. I knew him from the service back in Hong Kong. It looks like they're torturing him with German marching music. It's booming through his headphones. A fate worse than death. I could deal with this guard, if he wasn't as wide as a door frame. Since I left my black belt at home, I'll have to be a bit more subtle. This guy's a machine. One-on-one, he'd mince me. Yes, I can use this to lift the lid a bit. Let's see what I can pull out through the gap. I've covered the edges of the pieces with glue. Now they just need to go back together. This big piece is probably a good starting point. I'll leave it here. If I can get them lined up right, I should have no problems. I can pick up, turn and set down the pieces. No reason why I shouldn't be able to handle this. If I can get them lined up right, I should have no problems. Job done. I've glued the record back together. Of course, the light-coloured glue in the cracks won't stand up to scrutiny. At all. I've unscrewed the top of the grenade and poured out the gunpowder. The gunpowder's sticking to the glue in the cracks. You can hardly see them. The record looks as good as new. There must be, conservatively, about 5,000 German marching records here.
And now I have something very special for you. Let's see how you like this. Something tells me you'll become very talkative very soon.
Locked. A buzzsaw blade. I'll take it out of the cover. An issue of the Völkisches Tageblatt, a Nazi newspaper. The front page is plastered with a photo of German soldiers marching. Perfect. We've got marching soldiers on the front cover. Hey, maybe I'll sell this as a collector's item instead. If I'm lucky, Hans won't notice it's not marches. Something tells me Thomas will.
Okay, here comes a real smasher.
Yeah. I meant that to happen. Job done. Hope no one heard the explosion.
Thomas? Wait, I'll take off the headphones.
Fenton Paddock? What the hell are you doing here?
I'll explain later. You have to listen to me now. We don't have much time. Are you okay?
Fenton? You're back with the forces? Where's the rescue unit?
No. Listen to me, Thomas. Is everything okay? Are you injured?
Well, my ears are still ringing a bit and I'm pretty knackered. They haven't let me sleep for 3 days.
Can you stand up?
Not as long as I'm handcuffed to this crate.
Okay. I can take care of that. I need to know what happened.
I suppose we were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What do you mean?
Well, our mission was to survey the area. Richard's maps were taking us towards some key defence points. An old monastery set near a valley. It was dark when we got here. The search for the monastery was due to begin the following morning. We were prepping our gear and setting up camp when we heard explosions. The monastery was set on a mountain slope, and we could make out someone trying to blast open the entrance. We couldn't tell, but we assumed they were bandits. Richard ordered an attack. The maps showed a second, hidden entrance to the monastery, so we took a team up and made contact with the monks. We got in touch with the abbot, or whatever they call him, but we were too late. They stormed the main entrance. We were massively outnumbered. Didn't have a chance. The old monk hid Richard and I in a secret chamber. He was scared. Didn't think he'd make it. He told us something we were to remember at all costs.
And what was that?
He said, "The door is guarded by 2 dragons, Yao the Strong and Zhao the Wise. Zhao, the mother, is twice as old as her son, Yao." Something like that. Anyway, he made it, along with Richard, but I took a bullet and wound up here. I only realised then why we were overrun. Nazis put up a better fight than bandits, I guess.
What are the Germans doing here anyway?
They found something very exciting in the monastery, but I haven't the faintest idea what it is. In any event, it's important enough to the boss around here, that Countess von Hagenhild, to slaughter innocent monks. They kept asking me how to open the secret chamber, but I didn't give them anything. I suppose whatever they're looking for is in there.
You mean you didn't tell them anything about this dragon code?
No, not a word.
What happened to Richard?
I assume he and the monk made it to the chamber, but I really don't know.
So Richard might still be there?
Maybe if they had some supplies, but he might even have made it out.
Well, whichever the case, I'm going to find him. That chamber, where exactly is it?
In a kind of courtyard. There's a secret mechanism on the west wall.
Right. Thomas, do you have any idea how we can get out of here?
You're a card. The best thing would be to leave the same way you came, don't you think?
Yeah, we can forget about that. I kind of fell down a crevasse. Besides, you don't look like you're up for any sheer rock faces quite yet.
There are trucks leaving the camp several times a day. Maybe that's an option.
Sounds interesting. Okay, I'll find something to unlock the cuffs.
Might I suggest the key?
Not really my size, but what's this in the pockets? Perfect. The smallest key fits. The cuffs are open.
Thomas, let's get out of here. Can you walk?
I've had better days.
Maybe you better hang here until I can find us a way out.
I'll check out the trucks. Get out of here in style.
I'll put the uniform on first. Blend in with the locals.
Hey, yeah. I can just drive Thomas out of here. I can hide him in the back of the truck. If we make it past the gate, we're home dry. Okay, Thomas is hiding in the back of the truck. If my luck holds, then the key's in the ignition.
Hey, what are you doing there, Junge? Another one caught the bug. It's this weather. I've had a cold this entire time.
Yeah, can hardly speak.
Don't worry about it. You wanted to go to the monastery, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did the men up there order another truck? At this time of the day? I've told those fools 100 times that I will not allow a convoy to drive up there at this time of the day. They better learn to stick to the rules. No truck leaves the base after 1600, unless they've made a find of utmost priority up at the monastery. What's all this about anyway? What needs to be picked up so urgently?
Well,
what did they say on the radio? Whatever, I just need the military assignment form, filled out in full. Have them give you one in the radio room. If the finds are particularly important, I can send you up with a truck. I'll be in the barracks. But don't come back unless we're talking really important finds. Otherwise, we'll have it picked up in the morning.
Very well. Radio room, form, and important find. Off we go. It's always the last key, isn't it? Doors open. Thank goodness. Nobody here. These papers here look like the special assignment forms the guard was talking about. I'll take one with me. Let's hear this recording.
After 2 hours of traditional marching band torture or oral discomfort treatment, I continue to question him regarding Object 28. He continues to claim he has no knowledge of the item in question. Object 28 is vital to the success of our project. Further questioning scheduled.
Object 28? What project? Cheeky Nazis. get a list of sacred Asian artifacts. That must be what the Germans are looking for at the monastery. I better leave the list hanging there. Okay, which of these list entries is important enough to make the guard approve a special trip to the monastery?
Here's the form.
What? Teufel, what a find! Frau Hagenhild will be thrilled. Los, what are you standing around for? Start the truck and head up there.
Zu Befehl!
We can't get any higher in the truck. You'll have to continue on foot from here.
How far is it?
800 meters, maybe a kilometer. The path forks halfway. Head to the left to reach the side entrance.
Okay. You head back down the pass with Kim. Try to make it to the Indian border. When you get there, contact...
Hello?
Yes?
This is one of your terrible jokes, right?
What do you mean?
This is the second time you've tried to palm me off. You're sending me away with a complete stranger? Sorry, no offense.
None taken.
Kim, I've known Thomas for a long time. He's not about to sell you for a camel. I, on the other hand...
Oh, please. Where exactly would you be right now if it weren't for me?
Kim...
Impaled on an argali, stuck down a crevasse?
I'm not saying you haven't helped, but this is no place for young girls.
Oh, of course. I forgot. You infiltrated the German camp all on your own.
Fine. My life's achievements I owe entirely to you. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Close enough. So your friend here can just head on down the mountain on his own. Sorry, nothing against you.
No problem.
Fine. Fine. Just stop yelling before you bring the whole German army down on us. But I'm warning you, this is not playtime. It's a very serious rescue mission. You'll do what I say, when I say it, and without complaining.
Deal.
You better get going, Thomas.
Okay. Good luck, you two. If I were in better shape, I'd be with you. Look after him, Kim. I'll head for northern India and contact Lord Weston from there.
Good luck, Thomas.